them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
That's incomplete, nearly another pick, my goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run. This is Hill. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They send Green to the left on his own. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be caught.
Eifert, you monster. I just knew that was a pick.
There and also a 1st down.
There's a completion to the tight end. I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
I forced that.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
That is caught. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on a long drive for the offense. And quickly, they get to the line.
Okay. How did I get in that predicament? I don't know. I don't know what happened.
On 1st down.
I don't know what button I pressed on accident that put me in that predicament, but okay.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, fellas. Give me this push.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here.
Nope.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown.
All right, we on the board. That's all that matters.
Tyler Eifert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Shut up. Damn closer. What are we gonna do? Miraculously get picks, sixes all the rest of this quarter? No. Madden
Really
cheats anyway.
To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show.
It would have been nice he fumbled.
To make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I know how you feel, Marvin.
A lot of
It's
happy
ridiculous.
faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff looking right, and he went nowhere.
But no, he held on to it. Good hit, though.
And it brings up third.
Hey, a lot of
Good
points
solid
have been scored
rock'em
this game,
sock'em
but
hit.
what a nice play by the defense, stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker.
Come on!
He's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the
Get to this
football.
motherfucker
Control the
fan.
clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets
The
away.
struggle is real.
Is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Latimer's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now
it's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That is caught.
You telling me this nigga's not in the end zone?
12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Use a cheating ass game, I swear.
No matter who's covering him, doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive.
Tell me why he fell forward and out of the end zone.
Because of his body type.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, his second
If only
touchdown
we had
of the
offense
season.
in the beginning of the game.
Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I missed that kick.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Shit over with. Ooh, what a kick. Hit the goalpost, baby. I can't believe this nigga McCarron got hurt.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get the... And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down now following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24.
Move, ref.
He had 1 man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they'll start this.
That would have been lightning in the bottle.
Field position. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline.
Right.
Oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Green's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Hill, the lone setback. They'll look to throw. And Eifert has it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Shut your mouth.
With a 2-score game, they're going to have
Game's over.
Kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what
Nigga, if you don't pull that in.
and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the
Well,
line on that one,
it is what it
their
is.
chances of getting that done